Welcome to another sprinting interval training session, also called HIRT. Do remember when we do interval training, which sprinting interval training is, we can do it in many different ways. Today we're going to work for 40 seconds on with the sprint, continuing with a 1 minute of a strength exercise where we're having a set of dumbbells, and then gonna continue into 1 minute of a walk around where we are gonna get ready for the next sprint. So sprinting, 1 minute of active recovery, approximately 1 minute, and then 1 minute of a full recovery where we're not going to do anything besides moving around. So different ways to do it, challenging you a little bit more with the 40 seconds instead of the 30 seconds, and then you're going to bring the dumbbells for the active recovery. You're going to bring an exercise mat, and of course you want to bring some good shoes. Even though you're doing this workout at home, you still want to have good shoes on. I always talk about bone density, and we want to do some bone health when we are doing the jumping, but we need to have good shoes on so we don't get too much impact up all the way up through our body. So make sure, even though you're doing this at home, you are going to bring a good set of shoes. It's just the reason why I talk a little bit more about it today is that sometimes I hear that people do it bare feet just because they are at home. So don't do that. Ease off your joints at the same time as you are doing the bone health with the jumping part. So today I have put on a microphone because some of you have suggested that. You told me that it's kind of hard to hear what I'm saying now and then. So I'm going to try with that, and hopefully it will work out. I got a new one. I used to have a mic on, but it sounded horrible. But now I got a new one, and then I'm going to do that. So please leave a comment and let me know how that is working. And besides that, I'm very grateful for all the sweet comments you are giving me, and also the very nice and the comments you give me where you are suggesting something to improve my channel. So thank you. Keep doing that. It's great to communicate with you out there. But enough talking. We're going to do the warm-up. We're going to do the sprinting in all with both the strength and the sprinting and the recovery. We have 9 in all sprinting today, and of course we're going to finish this off with some stretching. So you got it all in one. I'll try to keep it within approximately half an hour. Go and bring your equipment, and I will guide you all the way through. Of course, we're going to do a warm-up, so we are going to start out by stepping forward and back. So just a slight bend in your knees, moving your arms forward and back. Keep your chin in and your chest up. We're going to move for 4 more. 4, and bring it back. 3 and 2, and we're going to change to opposite leg. So forward and back, stepping, keep going. Just going to show you from the side. Forward here, and for 4 and 3, moving your arms. 2, we're going to go to the opposite leg, opposite side. So moving cross over here, going down and up again. Keep that chin in for another 4 and 3, 2, and change to the opposite leg, forward and back. Just about bringing some circulation in our body, and get it in for 4 and 3, 2, and front and step, touch out, arms coming forward and back. Do the retraction between your shoulder blades, and we're gonna keep it moving here. Arms coming up, hands up here. We're gonna go for a single, and a double up. A single, double up. Let's go, up we go, elevating our breathing and pushing it up. For a few more, lifting, double up. Let's go with 1 more, and back to the crossover. 4 and 3, 2, and opposite side here. 4, just that slight bend. 2 more, and in for a step touch here. Single, double up. Single, double, in for a V. So pushing forward, opening up between your feet, and keep it on for 4 and 3, 2, and change to the opposite leg. Just moving your arms forward and back. The same with your feet. And 4 and 3 and 2, and cross it over here for 4, bring it forward, 3, 2, and opposite leg here, 4 and 3, engaging your core, and one more step, touch out for single, single, and double up, single, single, a few more here, single, single, double, one final one, up, up, and go for the V. So stepping out in front, and bring it 2 more, opening up, and go with the opposite, 4 and 3 and 2, and staying put in center, lifting leg up and bring it out to the side, arms following along, and we're gonna keep that chin in, chest is up, and engaging your core and of course your pelvic floor, and feel that activating in the underside of your hips, pushing your arms out to the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, kick it front here, forward, forward, twisting a bit in your spine, pushing it and turning with your arms, waking up your spine for a final 8, 7, twisting, keep those arms up and going, final 4 and 3, 2, and in for a bit of a stance here. We're gonna go a little bit down and up again. So just a civil little small range of motion in a squat position. Bring it back with your buttocks and up again. 4 more of those, not very low. Then we're gonna go further down in just a few repetitions. Chin is in and pushing it back. Let's go all the way down, pushing your buttocks back and bring that chest up and your chin is in. We kind of tendency to have your stomach coming out when we do that push back, but you are engaging that full core area. 4 more, and squeezing your thighs, squeezing your glutes, push it back, and 1 more. Stay put up here, go from side to side, reaching out, inhale and exhale. You want to go for a nice dynamic stretch, just loosening up in your knees and keep that good alignment. Go for 4, bring it over, and 3, engaging, 2 and 1 more. And we're going to do some big circles here, warming up our shoulder belt, up on our toes, opening up in our ankle joint. That's kind of important when we're going to do the sprint. We want to have our body being able to move in the best possible way. So up on our toes, stepping up with our, hopefully those good shoes on. And we're going to bring both arms into center, reaching up on toes. Bring those big circles in. And your chin is in and you have that good neck alignment. For another 4 and 3 and 2, and here we are, just shake it out a bit. I'm gonna bring this one back again, and we are ready. Maybe you wanna grab a little bit of water, and then we are gonna go for the first sprint. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work with those 40 seconds. Is that not working for you? You can push yourself as hard as possible within that time frame of the 40 seconds, and then you can just stop it when that is too much. Or else you can try to put your mindset into keep it going for another 10 seconds. Your body is gonna go like, what? I used to do this for 30 seconds, now you're pushing me to do it for 40 seconds. I totally agree, we should not do it much longer than 45 seconds, but you can get in an excellent shape also by doing 40 seconds and 45 seconds. Many different ways to do these sit workouts. I'm gonna put my timer on. So the first thing is we're gonna do the high knees for the 40 seconds. When that finish off, I'm gonna let you know, you're gonna grab your dumbbells and we're gonna go for a single arm row. Then we're gonna go for 1 minute, walk around, and then we're gonna continue with 40 seconds, repeating it 3 times. Water break, and then we're gonna do a new one with new exercises. Don't worry, I will show you along the way, but we're gonna do the sit, the strength, and the recovery before we're gonna go again. So this is gonna be a countdown. You are ready for the high knees, 40 seconds. You're gonna lean back a little bit. You can go like this instead if you don't wanna go with the high knees. So 3, 2, and you're gonna push it as hard as possible. You're gonna keep your chest up and you're gonna keep those shoulders down. You're moving your arms so you can go with a bit over here, a modification. If you're new to this, you're gonna lean back and you are gonna push it as hard as possible. You will notice that I will be stopping now and then 20 seconds to keep you motivated. If I were to do this on my own, I would not be able to speak, but let's face it, here I am guiding you. This is not about me, it's about you. 10 seconds, go, 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 keep it up. Inhaling and exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're gonna bring your dumbbells straight into that one, and we're gonna go for a minute here, single arm row. Stay up nice and tall with your chest, even though we are leaning forward. So you're just gonna find a point on the floor that you are looking at with no extension in your neck. When we do the single arm row, we wanna do a bit of rotation and inhaling and exhaling. So you should be breathing kind of hardly just when you finish the sprint, and then slowly you can feel that your breathing is just finding its natural part. And then we're gonna go for 1 minute of doing nothing besides walking around, and then we are ready for the next round of the high knees. 5 seconds, chin is in, equal amount on each arm. Put the dumbbells aside and just have 1 minute where we're not gonna do a lot, just recovering until we are gonna go for a second round of the high knees. So when we do that bouncing part, is very good for a fast twisted muscle fiber. It is very good for our bone health, and that is why, as I mentioned in the beginning, it's good for you to have good shoes on. 30 seconds before I'm gonna guide you into a second round of sprint. So keep moving even though I'm stopping now and then. Moving around. So it's all about you getting short of breath. Focus on the intensity. 10 seconds and you are ready, both physically and mentally, for this next one. 5, 4, 3, 2, and push it with those high knees, leaning back, using your arms up. Do the modification. If you have to, you can, of course, shuffle between those two. Leaning back and engaging your core. You are not able to speak like me. You are pushing it like a maniac. Of course, you should look after for yourself. 20 seconds left before we're gonna do the upper body, the row. Keep it moving. You only have 10 seconds left. So pushing it for the final 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring your dumbbells once again. Hard pounding, that's perfectly fine. Just go slow here. Even though you go slow for the first like 10 or 15 seconds, you still have a good amount of time to do the rowing here. So what I'm saying is that it's perfectly fine if you're just breathing a bit before you grab the dumbbells. Bring it up and slowly down. Chin is in, and do the rotation. Slightly bend in your knees. And 18 seconds more. This is active recovery, stimulating a muscle. 10 seconds. So you get everything in one session here. Yes. Put the dumbbells away. Have a good minute of a walk before we're gonna do the final sprint, and then we're gonna do the row, and then we're gonna go for a water break. So move it around. So I just said, you get everything in here. You got your jumping routine in, you got this sprint in, you got the strength training. 30 seconds until we are gonna hit it for one more round of those high knees. So just keep moving. You don't want to start from just completely stop. You want to move a bit around so your body is aware of you're gonna do something in just a few seconds. 10 seconds, one more round of the sprint, the upper body and the water break. 4, 3, 2, and let's go. 40 seconds here. Inhale and exhale. For some of you, you might find out that it's easier for you to push yourself up into that heart rate where you are pounding. Your heart is pounding like a drum. So keep on moving. Even though I'm stopping, you're gonna continue for a final 20 seconds. You know you have a water break in just a minute or so. Move it, move it, move it. Do it as good as you can, as the best as possible. I know you are for 10 more seconds. Bring it up, leaning back. 4, 3, 2, and grab your dumbbells. And final round, settling in here, do the rotation. It's fine that you are breathing heavily. It's just gonna slow down second by second. So rotating, inhaling and exhaling, engaging your core and of course your pelvic floor. Squeezing, bring it up, 30 seconds. Hips, move it because there's only 20 seconds left, and you do want to remember about the muscle and the mind connection. So you want to feel it every time you're using your body here. You want to feel it the correct place, back, arms, shoulders, and we are gonna put the dumbbells down. You want to grab water. You finish the first block of the sprint. I'm gonna stop the timer and we are getting ready for block number 2 out of the 3. And you will need the recovery. If you don't feel like you need the recovery, you want to push yourself even harder with it. That's sprint. Very well. You're just gonna settle in here, and the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do a burpee to a plank split hop. So I'm just gonna move my stuff out of my way. Here we are, not too far away. We're gonna still use the dumbbells. So we're gonna go for a burpee. We're gonna jump up, we're gonna jump out, we're gonna do a split hop, we're gonna jump back in again and continue. If you're not fond of this, you can go up, squatting down, stepping out, but I would actually prefer that you do some kind of narrow jumps instead, because you want to push that heart rate. Then we're gonna go straight for our dumbbells, just as we did before, and we're gonna do some flies. We're gonna go up here, slowly down. We're gonna do that for 2, and then we're gonna go with a single arm, 1 on each, and continue with that until we are for the 1 minute or walk around, and then we're gonna repeat it twice. Yes, you know the setup. Let's go. Ready for the burpee to the plank split hop. 5 seconds. 40 seconds, do the best possible for you. Let's go. Bring it up, slowly down, stepping out and back into center. Do remember, you go down through a squat and you jump up through a squat. So bending your knees, engaging your full core, and you can of course do some jumping here on the spot instead. You can do whatever it takes. Maybe you have a favorite move you can do instead of a burpee, but just keep going for 10 seconds. You want to find out why you don't want to do the burpee. Is it because, keep going, 5, 4, 3, 2, and grab your dumbbells. Is it because you just don't like burpees, or is it just because you get a bit dizzy? Let's go. Opening up for 2, bring it up, and single arm. Sometimes it requires that we get out of our comfort zone. Bring it up and slowly down, squeezing. Yes. 30 seconds left using our upper body. So do remember there is no push up on the burpee, just the quick jump up and out. 15 seconds, double, double, single, single, and 8 more seconds. Engaging and slowly put those dumbbells away. So make sure you have space enough to do the second round of the burpees with a step out, a plank split. So now you're gonna recover for 50 seconds. Just move it around. Don't do too much. Inhale. Besides inhaling and exhaling, that's a good thing. So in a few seconds, we are gonna go for the second round of the burpees, pushing yourself hard as possible. We all have a starting point, then we get better and better, but it should never be easy because we're just gonna push ourselves even more. I mentioned it before, when it gets easier, usually because we get our mindset into it. So 10 seconds before we're gonna do this second round of burpees and split out. 5, 4, 3, get ready and go. Pushing it out, stepping out, back up again, pushing it and engaging. Inhale and exhale. Or do your favorite move just as long as you get short of breath. You want to keep going because you want to keep it moving for approximately 40 seconds. I know it's 10 seconds more than you are used to, but you can do it. You can push yourself. I know you can do it. Just do it as best as possible within that 40 seconds. You only have 10 seconds left. Keep it moving for a final 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring your dumbbells for the shoulder fly. Yep, let's go. So we're gonna go with both arms, slowly down for 2, and a single arm, and a single arm. Bring it up again. Engaging. And using your upper body in that active recovery period. And we want to go for a final 25 seconds. Single, single, and go for the double. We have one more of each of these two exercises. 5 seconds. Yes, dumbbells out to the side. Move it around for 1 minute. Recover. Getting ready. Positive thinking. You know why the head is on top, because everything starts up here. So just move it around. 35 seconds. One more time of the burpee and the split. Or maybe you want to do some narrow jumps instead. All up to you, as long as, of course, you are affected on your breathing. You want to go for that intensity. 15 seconds. You have this one, and then soon there will be a break coming up. Getting ready for 8 seconds. Stand with a bit of a distance between your feet, engaging your core, your pelvic floor. 3, 2, and go. Jumping up, bring it out to the side, back again. In and over that, squatting. Pushing it. Keep moving. This is your final round for this one. When you're done with this one, keep on, keep moving. You are 2/3 of the way. You only have 1/3 left. So you want to feel it because you're working out for half an hour. You want to keep the intensity, and you only had 10 seconds left. So pushing it up, bring it out, stepping it out to the side for 4, for 3, for 2. Excellent. Bring your dumbbells Yes, heavy breathing. And in for those final round of shoulder flies. Stepping up. If it's too much, you can just go with a single arm all the way through. Chin is in. Yes, here we go. We have a water break in 30 seconds. And in our final block, we have some abs and core work. So we're just gonna focus on that center. 10 more seconds. Yes, you can do it. Of course you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and break. So this would usually be a walk around recovery, but you're gonna walk around and get water instead. Yes. So only one block left. So don't go into that trap of extending your workouts. You wanna go with the short, hard, and efficient. We only have a certain amount of energy. We wanna put it into efficiently. And also because, of course, when we are working out, we are putting some kind of stress on our body, which are producing cortisol, our stress hormone, and we don't want to do that for hours and hours, you know, like running a marathon. We want to keep it short so we don't bring that much cortisol in our body, because then we are going to cut down on the chronic inflammation in our body, and we want to avoid chronic inflammation as best as possible, because it's just the foundation for so many bad diseases like heart issues and diabetes and cancer and all that kind of things, that chronic inflammation. So we are gonna go for that final round. We're gonna do a shoot up, hands on top of shoulders. We're gonna push it up and we're gonna push our feet forward and bouncing back again. We're gonna do that for the 40 seconds, and we're actually not gonna bring our dumbbells for this one. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna do some ab work here, forward and back again. And we're gonna do that for that 1 minute and 1 minute of recovery. Still the same setup, counting down 10 seconds. All you have to concentrate about now is doing the shoot up. So hands on top of shoulders, pushing our buttocks back, and let's go. Pushing it up here. And soft landing, chin is in, chest is up. You keep your arms above shoulder level, and you're gonna push it up. And you can go here if the other one is too much. You can do a little bit more of an ease up with a jump. You just gotta find out what is working for you. Just as long, yes, you know, pushing that heart rate up, keeping the intensity. 15 seconds. You're gonna inhale, you're gonna exhale. You wanna keep that air coming in, and you wanna push it as hard as possible. We only have 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and sitting down, leaning back, and go into that oblique ab exercise. If this is not working for you, lie down and you can go here instead. But if it's not working for you, there's still some ways you could do the moderation here. You could go down with one heel instead of keep your feet up. That's one way of doing it. Or you could sit here doing this. But if that's annoying your lower back, just lie down and do the twisting from there. Do remind yourself that the twisting is in your core, not in your arms. Leaning back and moving over. Again, back to that muscle-mind connection. You want to feel it in your core, your abs. You want to feel it in your oblique muscle. 5 more seconds. 2, and up we go. 1 minute, easing off, thinking happy thoughts, and just being thankful for being able to be here, having 2 legs, having 2 arms, 2 lungs, and a well-functioned heart. And if not tip-top, you are on your way to get it going even better. Adjusting that clockwork so you can live a happy and healthy life. 30 seconds, move around. When it comes to all, that's what it's all about, I guess. Not being all short of breath, taking the stairs, being able to move around with no pain in our body. 20 seconds. Yep, that's why we do it. We don't do it just because we want to be lean. We want to do it because we want to be strong and we want to be able to move around. 7 seconds. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and push it up. So kicking those legs forward, or you can do the modification where you just kind of do a semi jump squat, but still with those arms up on top. Push your buttocks back. I know you can do this because you only have 25 seconds left, and I am keeping an eye on you. I can hear you breathe. I can hear that you're doing the best. Maybe some of you are just about to say, shut that up, AC, but I'm still gonna keep pushing you because you only have 8 seconds and you want to do this. Inhale, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and back to sitting. In for that twisting, and do the modification if you have to. And of course you could do like 30 seconds of the sitting. That's also a very good way to get better and better. Do it like this with me for 30, and then lie down and do it for 30 seconds. It's all about activating your core, pushing it up. And if you feel it more in your hip joint, it's because it's a lack of engaging your core muscles. So try to feel like there's somebody who's gonna punch you in your stomach, and you wanna be prepared, and you wanna keep that tightness, just like a panzer around your spine. 15 seconds, chin is in, turning in your body, not your arms. They're just kind of following along. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1 minute of walk it out. One more shoot up, one more ab. Nice and easy breathing. We only have that final one. So this is gonna be our number 9 sit for today, the sprint. And you can always let me know how it works with the 40 seconds instead of the 30. Just as long as you promise me that you think about the variation of our workouts. We don't want to do the same thing every time. And that's also why I do different kind of setups here on my channel. We want to challenge our body. 10 seconds, and we want to challenge it with a final round of shoot up. Get settling, get ready. 4, hands up on top of shoulders. 3, 2, and go. 40 seconds, final one, pushing it. Chin is in, chest is up. Just listening and keep doing your work. Pushing those feet forward, pushing your buttocks back so it's easier for you to get those feet up above ground. Or you can just do the steps. They're pushing up here. You can combine it. I'll let you know there's 20 seconds left. Maybe you want to go with 10 seconds of a modification, and then you're going to push it again. It's all up to you. But you only have 10 seconds left of your final set for today. 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Sitting down and twisting and turning. Or lying down, or shuffle it up. Up we go. Keep pushing. Keep filling in your full core. You want to do this because you know what? There's a water break in 30 seconds, and then I'm going to guide you through a stretch, and you've been doing a great job. Feeling happy inside. You know, every time we exercise, we're producing all these good endorphins, which are just making us extra happy. I would bet that people who exercise on a regular basis are more happy than those people who don't. I can definitely feel it on my mood. Yes, a break, get water. Here we are. If you spoke to my husband, he would absolutely say that if I haven't been working out for a few days, he's like, are you gonna work out soon? I definitely feel it on my mood. And you can say that's kind of addiction, yeah, but it's not the worst addiction to have, to want to work out and move your body on a regular basis. So we're just gonna lie down. You're gonna straighten out your left leg, you're gonna straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Flexion and extension in your ankle joint. Relax and release in your upper body just by a slight flexion in your elbows. And settling in with that breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. And you want to bend your left leg. You're going to put that right leg up on top. You're going to pull it in, and you want to feel it in your glute. Sometimes you don't even need to keep your arms up. You can just push it in here, and then you can relax in your upper body. All up to you. So inhaling and exhaling. Yes, I am sure you did the best possible you. Straightening the right leg out and lifting that opposite leg up. Straightening flexion and extension in your ankle joint at the same time as you feel the stretch in your hamstring muscle. Nice and easy breathing. Bend your opposite leg, foot up on top, and bring it up and get a glute stretch. Pulling it towards yourself. And easing off here. Great. And we're gonna let go. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna pull those feet up and get a thigh stretch. Pushing your hip down, and again, just a little bit of a flexion in your elbows. And you can keep your chin in here and pushing it up. So of course we can avoid getting a bit sore the next day. That's also because we're doing different movements, but we can definitely prevent ourselves being not able to do the full range of motion over our joints, and that's kind of important too. Yes, and bring it up here. Standing position. If you want to do a little bit more of a stretch, you can always go ahead and find it here on my channel. 10-minute stretching. I have connecting tissues, and if you're all new here on my channel, first of all, welcome. But next, you can go further down. You can go into playlist, and you can find a beginner challenge. You can find where you're working out like 10 minutes a day. You can find where you're working 15 minutes 3 times a week, but also a beginner challenge, so you get used to doing this kind of interval training. So lots of things, just a candy land for a grown-up who loves exercising. That's what it's all about here on my channel. So thank you for joining me. Do remember to hit the like, put a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done it, and share with somebody you love. I would appreciate that. And until I see you next time, you know the drill. If you've been here before, stay happy, stay healthy, stay strong, take good care. Bye.